Top Test Prep.
Hi, my name is Krishna and I'm a tutor with Top Test Prep. Today, I'd like to go over some crucial tactics to beating your critical reading section of your exam. Now, on the critical reading section of exam, they're testing your ability to interpret a text and make inferences from it reliably. In order to do this in a way that's consistent with the test makers, it's important to keep a few ideas in mind. One of those is the idea of the difference between big picture and little picture questions. Now, big picture questions are questions that refer to things like the tone or the main idea or the thesis of an essay or text. Little picture questions are the questions that ask you about a specific detail. They might refer to a few lines of the text and ask you, what does this specific line imply? Or what does a word in this line mean in context? It's important to distinguish between these two for a few reasons. One of those is that if you can distinguish between the two, you know how to approach them because they require different approaches. For big picture questions, you want to be going based off your general idea, and at most you want to reread only the beginning or the end of a text to get some idea of the general message. Whereas for little picture questions, it's highly important that you go right back to the specific part of the text that they're looking at and reread that specific part a few times. In addition, it's really important to keep the idea in mind of underlining evidence in the text, especially for the little picture questions. The reason for this is that students who are taking tests are incredibly creative, and thus they're able to come up with many interpretations, some of which aren't what the test makers were thinking. In order to limit yourself to only getting interpretations that are consistent with what the test makers are looking for, it's important that you can always underline evidence in the text that very specifically supports the answer choice that you're looking for, because that guarantees that there's something in the text that supports what you're thinking, as opposed to the possibility that you might have overinterpreted the passage. So, if you'd like more tactics to help you beat your critical reading sections, you can sign up for one of our programs at 800-501-PREP or visit us at toptestprep.com.